Hey there, my fitness fam. If you are a fan of Buff Bunny like me, then you are in the right place. I've been a fan of Heidi since the Vlogmas days and own half my closet worth of Buff Bunny clothing. So when I heard that she had a fitness app coming out with nutrition tracking, fitness videos, and even cycle tracking, I knew I had to give it a go. Today, as a dietitian and personal trainer, I'm going to take you through the app, what features it has, and my thoughts as a dietitian and personal trainer. I adore Heidi, but does the app live up to the hype? We will see. Okay, so the Grounds app is first and foremost presented as a fitness app, but it also has features like we mentioned, like nutrition tracking, water tracking, heart rate tracking, tracking your menstrual cycle, and then it also has a community board feature so you can connect with other people who are part of the Buff Bunny / Grounds community. It's designed kind of to be a one-stop shop for your health and fitness goals. So if you love tracking and data but hate jumping around from place to place, this app definitely covers a lot of bases. I know that I have a separate app for water tracking, and you probably have several apps like MyFitnessPal, See How You Eat. It can get a little bit annoying and daunting to click from app to app, and sometimes I even forget what apps I actually have on my phone. So I love that this app is designed to be an all-encompassing thing, so you have less decision fatigue when you go to your phone. The Grounds app is available for iOS and Android. It has a super clean interface, which I love, and I am absolutely not surprised. Heidi has such an eye for quality, as you can probably see in her Buff Bunny clothing line, so I'm really not surprised here that the app looks so clean and user-friendly and easy to navigate. That was one of the first things that I noticed. I love that when you click the home button, you have your week lined out for you at the top. It also shows you your workouts scheduled that day. If you choose to schedule your workouts, you don't necessarily have to do it that way, but you can either schedule workouts for the week or you can choose a program to do that week and then it'll show in your schedule for you. I also really like that it has the progress if you're tracking your weight for any reason, your total daily energy expenditure, steps, heart rate, and cycle tracking right front and center. So when you log into the app, you can look at it and see your stats right there. So I love that it's very visual in that you can kind of have your health overview right in front of your face when you log in. I want to mention one more thing before we get into the nitty-gritty of each section. The workouts on the app are designed both for home and for the gym. So I like that it has that variety. That's a nice pro feature of the app because a lot of times it's either one or the other. So I personally purchased the app in its pre-launch phase, so I had no idea what to expect on the app in terms of the types of workouts that it had. Like I said, you have the options of doing home-based workouts or gym workouts, but again, it wasn't clear if it was video-based workouts or just pictures or what it was. But once I logged onto the app, it was very clear that so far, at least, all the workouts on the app are picture and timer based. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Essentially, when you go to the workout and click start workout, it will show you a picture of the move and how to do it. It's a dynamic photo, so it's a photo that moves, so you can kind of see if you're doing the right posture and alignment. You can click through with the arrows at the bottom when you start your workout and finish 12 reps, for example, and then it starts the rest timer. I will say for a gym-based workout, this is perfect. You have a timer at the palm of your hands and it does all the work for you in terms of timing your rest time and knowing exactly what reps to do. I will admit I was a little bit disappointed that there wasn't any sort of on-demand workouts that were real-time workouts. They really communicated their community-based theme for the app, and to me, community means working out together or feeling like you're working out together, and that's more live or pre-filmed workouts to me. Maybe that's just my preference, but I was a little bit disappointed that there wasn't a single workout video that was just them cueing and you know, talking their way through the workout and doing the workout with you in real time. I would have loved that, and hopefully maybe in the future they will add more. But for now, it is just the timer-based ones that we have on the app. The layout of the workout section, I will say, is pretty impressive. It has everything from what muscles you're working listed on the very front page when you click and select the workouts. It has the time that it will take, the calories burned. This is, of course, an estimate, the amount of exercises and sets, and then also it shows you what equipment you'll need and what exercises are part of the workout. So if you kind of want to be selective of what you do and you don't want to do a specific move that day, or maybe you just have a preference for specific things to do in your workout that day, then you can check through and see if the workout is right for you and seems exciting or fun to you. As mentioned, you can schedule your workouts if that's something you enjoy doing, which is a nice pro feature. And you can even track how much weight you use in a specific workout when you were doing that workout that day, which I think is really cool because it helps you kind of track if you're actually following progressive overload, which is how you gain muscle. I just think that's one cool way to measure your progress without having to focus too much on just weight as your progress measure. One con that I did find with this layout of the exercises, besides the one I mentioned earlier, is that when you do a dumbbell front squat, for example, the app has you do this 4 times, 4 rounds through with 60 seconds of rest before you move on to the next exercise. Again, I don't know if this is personal preference, but I absolutely hate when I always am forced to do one move to exhaustion to move on to the next. Sometimes it can be nice to shake things up and do different types of exercises and different structures, but every single exercise, at least the ones that I clicked through and checked on the app, have this structure, and that really annoys me. I hope in the future they will change that structure so you can do your dumbbell front squat and then your dumbbell hip thrust and then your dumbbell forward walking lunges and then like repeat the set, or at least have the option of which way you prefer to do it. I don't know. Again, let me know in the comments below, is that just a me thing? Am I crazy, or do you feel the same way? Overall, I think the workout section is really cool and has a lot of great features. Personally, I am more akin to something like the Apple Fitness Plus app, where you can do the workouts with the trainers in real time, or, you know, recorded time. That's my preference. But again, I think you will find if you were a gym goer, you might actually like this app better than something like Apple Fitness Plus. Let me know what your preference is in the comment section below. Okay, now on to the nutrition features, which as a dietitian, I was a little bit nervous and a little bit excited for what I was about to uncover in this app. So needless to say, I'm excited to go through it today. So you start out putting your height, weight, activity, and goals, and then they shoot out a number for you to follow for your calorie and macro goals. Personally, I am breastfeeding right now, so I know that the tracker is not going to take that into account, but the initial number that I was given was approximately 1,500 calories, which is not anywhere close to enough, at least in my preference of a calorie deficit. Personally, I know my average calories burned in a day is somewhere close to 2,000. So my breastfeeding needs would be 2,500 approximately again. And so this would be a way too big of calorie deficit, even if I weren't breastfeeding. This would put me at risk for slowing my metabolic rate, which I do not want to do. So I adjusted the macro and calorie needs myself, which thankfully the app lets you do. And if you're curious, usually I like to go no more than 250 calories as a calorie deficit, and you can further that along with increasing your exercise if you want to increase that deficit in total. But in terms of calories, I really don't like to go too low, because especially when you take into account that you're lifting weights, you don't want to lose out on that muscle gain by having too few of calories. It's also going to really wreck your energy and mood and stuff like that. So just a Side note, not to go too low when you are considering tracking your calories. Here is just a really quick overview of what the actual nutrition tracker looks like. Again, very aesthetic. I love that it has your macros laid out for you on the side and then your total calorie intake for the day. You can skip around at the top to different days or previous days, kind of look at what everything looks like. The way that I like to use logs, if I use them at all, is tracking for a little while and saying, okay, what exactly is going on in my diet that is making me feel lethargic every day? Or why do I have more acne than normal this week? Is it something to do with my diet? And then I can look back and see, okay, I've been having a lot more dairy than usual, or a lot more caffeine, or maybe I've been skipping meals and that's why I feel so crappy every single day. So I don't like to use tracking all the time. I think it can easily verge on the side of obsessive, but I do like to use it from time to time to kind of gauge how I'm doing if something feels off. So for example, I am newly breastfeeding, as I mentioned, and I have been really feeling off lately. So I've been tracking a couple times per week just to make sure that I'm getting around my calorie intake. Okay, so enough about me. This is what everything looks like on this page. So yes, I had an Uncrustable for lunch, judge me all you want, but this is essentially how it's laid out. You can edit your meal at any time and erase anything if you need. You can click this plus sign and search different things on the database. It'll show you your recent searches. You can scan right here, and I'll show you my messy kitchen, but you can scan right here and scan whatever item that you have. You can also do a quick add if it's not available, and just type in what the meal is and the approximate macronutrients. Or if it's a recipe that you make at home, you can add that to the thing. So I think it's a really great, straightforward and easy database. You can also customize your macros at the top right. I ended up doing this because originally I got 1,500 calories and that's just not enough for your girl. So I adjusted my macros and increased it to about 2,100. I might increase it a little bit more because I've been pretty hungry lately and I do need those extra calories for breastfeeding. So they make it pretty easy to do that. So personally, I think that the nutrition tracker is a very big plus of this app. I like it a lot better than MyFitnessPal and other apps that I've used before that just felt like it was really, really tedious to log every single thing. So as I was editing my video, I realized that I didn't really put any details about the cycle tracker, and that was one benefit of the app that I thought was really cool. So let's quickly look at what it shows. So this is what the cycle tracker looks like. Right now I am breastfeeding and postpartum, so I don't have a cycle, so I don't have anything to track, but this looks really neat in terms of showing us, okay, what phase in your cycle are you at? And of course, this is an approximation, but still I think it's really cool that you have this option because trust me, I have paid for fertility trackers and cycle trackers in the past, and you can pay upwards of $20 per month if you want to have an app just to track your period. And you select your past period dates so it can help you approximate how many days your typical cycle is. And I like that it includes how many days is your typical cycle, because I feel like apps always assume that, everyone has a perfect cycle. But for me, I know I have like a 36-day cycle. Usually it's longer than average. So I like that there's nuance there. Right now, I'm not going to select anything because, again, I am breastfeeding, so I haven't gotten my cycle back. But once I do, I will be really excited to use this. The last main feature of the app is the community section. So basically you set up your own username and you can scroll through the community and check out the different spaces like the workout space, the transformation space, outfit of the day, Buff Bunny space, memes and quotes, pets, different stuff like that. There's a lot of sections that you can go to and cater your search on the community boards to your liking. So far, I have used this section a little bit. It's just kind of like any community board, kind of like a Facebook community, but inside the app. So I like that it's integrated within the app instead of being external. Again, I really love that the app is all encompassing and that you don't have to click around to get the things that you want to get. Buff Bunny also has a free Discord, so I follow that sometimes, but this is a little less haphazard than Discord. I don't know if it's my like elder millennial brain that just cannot handle or process Discord, but it's just so like messy and chaotic to me. I don't understand how to use Discord. If you want to help an elder millennial out and teach me how to be young again, let me know in the comment section below. But Discord is just, I can't get on top of Discord for some reason. I can try to follow, but then when I actually try to click my way in it and like be a part of the community in Discord, I just get confused. So this is nice and much more clean of an interface to connect with the Buff Bunny community. So I like that. If you got in the early bird pricing, you got a significant discount like me. I paid $77.99 for the whole year, which is $6.50 per month. It says that this will auto renew to about $120 per year if I let it auto renew next year. So it sounds like that is the regular pricing for this app. And if you choose to go monthly, it is $19.99 per month, which is, you know, not an insignificant amount of money. I didn't see if there were any free trial options. Again, I did the pre-launch purchase, which did not allow you any sort of trial. So I'm not quite sure if there's a trial, but I will update and pin a comment in the comment section when I find that out. But I would say, considering the price point of the average fitness app out there and things like MyFitnessPal, which are $19.99 per month for just a nutrition tracker and their full database, I think that this is a pretty good price considering that you get community, nutrition tracking, food tracking, cycle tracking, and fitness features. I'd say it's a pretty good deal, but let me know what you think in the comments. So the verdict on this app, I really enjoy it and I definitely think it is worth the amount that I paid for it. I'm excited to use it personally, and I think I'll probably mostly use it for nutrition and the workouts, sprinkling in a little bit of the community vibes. Who knows? I've been out of the community vibes of the fitness community since Tone It Up kind of broke up, so to speak. That was my really strong fitness-based community that I'm really sad is no longer really a thing. I have a lot of friends in the Tone It Up community that I still talk to, but in terms of the all-encompassing community, it is no longer really there. So that is really sad and depressing. So maybe I will use this community more as my touch point moving forward. Who knows? I'm also in my postpartum phase. I'm about 8 weeks postpartum. So I'm just now getting into my workouts again. And so I really do need that motivation and that accountability to help guide me. So hey, if you want to connect on the app and you're already on there, let me know. If you found this video useful, make sure to share it with the Grounds and Buff Bunny community. You never know, you could make a girl's dream come true by becoming a Buff Bunny athlete someday. We'll see. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts based on this review and maybe if you've tried the app yourself. I will link to the app itself if you want to join in the description box below. And let me know what other apps or things you would like me to review in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.